Viewers, a shocking instance of harassment of two Bihari youths has surfaced from Bengal's Siliguri. Two students from Bihar who had gone to West Bengal for a staff selection commission exam were assaulted by a group of men in Siliguri. The goons belong to a fringe group, the Bangla Pokho, that advocates for the dominance of Bengali culture and language. The video of the incident has gone viral on social media. In the video, the two youths can be seen sleeping when the miscreants barge into the room and ask if they can speak and understand Bengali. When the youth replies in the negative, the miscreants start interrogating and then allege that they are not supposed to appear for exams in other states and make them do sit-ups. The video has even garnered the attention of Union Minister Giriraj Singh, who has slammed the Mamata Banerjee government for the harassment of the youths. Giriraj Singh said that the Mamata government welcomes Rohingyas and Bangladeshis with red carpets, but does not allow Bihari children to visit Bengal to appear for exams. Even the JDU slammed the law and order situation in Mamata Banerjee's administration. Listen in to the political reactions.
ममता बनर्जी की सरकार जहां रोहिंग्या और बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों के लिए मुसलमानों के लिए रेड कारपेट बिछा के रखती है, वहां अपने ही देश के बच्चे, बिहार के बच्चे अगर जा रहे हैं वहां एग्जाम देने के लिए, उनके साथ गुंडाई कर रहे हैं, मार रहे हैं, पीट रहे हैं, भगा रहे हैं।
ममता दीदी बंगाल की कमान संभालने में पूरी तरह से विफल साबित हो रही है। जिस तरह से उन्होंने बिहार के लोगों को चुनाव के मौके पर बाहरी की संज्ञा दी, अब वो जहर समाज में फैलने लगा है।
Now, the police have arrested the accused. On the other hand, the TMC government claims that the issue is related to identity verification and that the police investigation is underway.
ये तो पूरा देखना पड़ेगा, वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मैटर है, पुलिस देख रहे हैं। जो वहाँ से कुछ लोग अंदर घुस रहे थे, इसका आइडेंटिटी लेकर थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन था, तो कुछ लोग चैलेंज किए हुए थे, उसके ये कुछ बात बोला, वो लोग कुछ बात बोला, ऐसे कुछ इंसिडेंट हुआ है। वो क्या हुआ है हम लोग रिपोर्ट देख रहे हैं और वो पुलिस देख रहे हैं केस।
Now, we also have a reaction from a Bangla Paksha leader who claimed the boys from any other state are not eligible to appear for this exam, and like every time, this time too many boys from Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand have come to appear for the exam by making fake documents of Bengal.
কেন্দ্রীয় আধা সামরিক বাহিনীতে নিয়োগ চলছে, এসএসসি জিডি যেটার এক্সাম চলছে, সেই এক্সামে পশ্চিমবঙ্গে একটা কোটা আছে, এই রাজ্যের একটা কোটা আছে। সেই কোটায় বাইরে থেকে বিহার, ইউপি, ঝাড়খণ্ডের হিন্দিভাষী ছেলেরা ফেক সার্টিফিকেট বানিয়ে প্রত্যেক বছরের মতন এবছরও এই রাজ্যে ঢুকেছে পরীক্ষা দেওয়ার জন্য, এবং আমরা এগুলোকে নিয়ে ধরপাকড় করেছি। এদেরকে গেল বছরও ধরা হয়েছে, এদের মানে এখান থেকে আমরা পুলিশের হাতে তুলে দিয়েছি। এটা নিয়ে হাইকোর্টে কেস অবধি চলেছে, হাইকোর্টের নির্দেশে সিবিআই তদন্ত চলছে, তারপরও এরা ভয় পায় না।
Tapas is joining us now. And Tapas, we've just heard from one of the men who is seen in the video, and really it is completely objectionable. In fact, we are trying to sanitize the video in such a way that we can play it on screens because it's really disturbing to watch. It's quite outrageous. And what is the defense here? Kunal Ghosh's statement indicates that this is perhaps even valid. However, why is a fringe group attempting to enforce any kind of rule? If there is some kind of violation, shouldn't someone else bring the law enforcement agencies to take some kind of action? Who has entasked this fringe group with this kind of interrogation?
Well, yes, absolutely, because it have taken a political turn and condemnation coming in from across the nation following this incident. Primarily, it was believed after watching the viral video that the persons who were questioning these two students were from the IB, the State Intelligence Bureau, and perhaps after that, the Trinamool Congress even were in the perception that they could have been from the side of the police, and they were just questioning on their domicile certificate and other papers. But immediately after this video went viral, Rajat Bhattacharya, leader of Bangla Pokho, another radical fringe group which claims for Bengali dominance in the state of West Bengal, they came in the limelight and they claimed that those two persons were from Bangla Pokho who were on the other side of the camera, who were recording the video, and they have somehow vindicated their stand, and they say that since both these students belong to Bihar, they do not have any locus standi to come to Bengal and appear for a staff selection exam, and this is what they have been fighting for over years. And he also categorically mentioned that this is perhaps not for the first time. They did the same even last year, and they will continue to do the same, and also encourage the Bengalis to come out and protest against these kind of elements who come from different states and try to have the employment generation from the state of West Bengal. Now see, this is I've been speaking to a lot of politicians. They have been saying that this is a free country. If anybody wants to go anywhere for appearing in examination or for employment, they're free to do. Nobody couldn't dictate on this. And immediately after that, when the condemnation came out from all strata of society, we saw the Siliguri police commissioner were very prompt in their action, and they nabbed Rajat Bhattacharya. Primarily they detained him, and later on he was arrested. And even though the Bangla Pokho remains to be absolutely adamant on their stand, now it remains to be seen that Bangla Pokho have been there in the scenario of Bengal since last 3-4 years, but never a strong action was taken against them by the state government or the administration. Perhaps this is for the first time we are seeing that they have that both the leaders who were accused in this case were arrested. Remains to be seen that
Tapas, essentially what's coming to light is in India you have in different places this insider outsider thought process, and suddenly someone who is your compatriot, you have to distinguish against them basis which state they come from. It is something that can only lead to a complete destruction of the identity of all Indians if we start dividing amongst ourselves in such a fashion, including opposition from this which has come in from the RJD itself, which is an ally of Mamata Banerjee's TMC as part of the INDI bloc. Now, the RJD's senior-most leader, Lalu Prasad Yadav, former Chief Minister of Bihar, has dialed Mamata Banerjee, and he has asked her to ensure justice in this case, Tapas. And we've also spoken to the RJD spokesperson, Mrityunjay Tiwari. Let's listen into what he said.
बंगाल के सिलीगुड़ी में बिहारी छात्रों के साथ मारपीट की घटना को लेकर के आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी, श्री तेजस्वी यादव जी ने ममता दीदी से बात की, वहां की सरकार से बात करके कार्रवाई करवाई, दोषियों को गिरफ्तार किया गया है। बिहारियों के साथ अगर कहीं अन्याय होता है तो आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी, श्री तेजस्वी यादव जी तुरंत कार्रवाई करते हैं। लेकिन भाजपा शासित राज्यों में जब बिहारियों को पीटा जाता है तब यहाँ की सरकार कहाँ सोई रहती है। बिहार सरकार को तो इस मामले में बाद में पता चला, लेकिन ये राजनीति कर रहे हैं।
And we have another update coming in from a major party from Bihar. This is Chirag Paswan, Union Minister and leader of the LJP Ramvilas faction, and he has pointedly asked Tejashwi Yadav whether he supports this kind of action. He also has asked, and he says, and his assessment of this is that this is a continuous insult of Biharis by the Mamata Banerjee government. He has directed his outrage at the Chief Minister of West Bengal, and he has also questioned Tejashwi Yadav over how the RJD can continue to be in the same alliance, in the same political side of the aisle alongside the Trinamool Congress when such acts are being perpetrated against Biharis who go to West Bengal. Now, Bihar and West Bengal have a large border. They've had a very old history of people intermingling from both these states. And Pratibha is joining us now to read what it is that Chirag Paswan has said, his assessment Pratibha, over to you.
Right. So, Ankit, after the assault that you saw on video, political parties have come out to call out this segregation, the dangerous segregation. And here we have Chirag Paswan also tagging Mamata Banerjee in his tweet. He says the news of the brutal assault on Bihari students in West Bengal is very unfortunate and condemnable. The Chief Minister of the state has once again insulted Biharis, which cannot be tolerated at all. I want to ask Mamata Banerjee, is it a crime to take an examination in West Bengal? Will the opposition party leaders still remain silent? So not just Mamata Banerjee, but he is also calling out the leaders of the opposition India bloc, saying, will the opposition party leaders still remain silent? I want to ask the leader of opposition of Bihar, on what basis will you support the Trinamool Congress now? I request the Honorable Chief Minister Nitish Kumar to get the matter thoroughly investigated and take legal action against the culprit. So that's the tweet that has come in from Chirag Paswan.
Absolutely. So you have in principle the three major parties in Bihar, all of them taking the same stand on this, and Pranesh is joining us as well. And Pranesh, we have seen this video. How outrageous is it, and what really comes across from it? What is it that the public should glean from watching this kind of behavior, Indian on Indian?
You know, Ankit, as we speak, Riju Datta, the national spokesperson of the TMC, is joining us. But before you put this question across to him, I just want to, make one simple point that, look, what is happening in West Bengal, this particular instance is an example of the kind of dangerous and divisive politics that is often overlooked. Rahul Gandhi, when he made that comment during a poll campaign in Kashmir, that look, outsiders are coming and taking away your jobs, it is precisely that mindset on display here. It is comments by Rahul Gandhi and comments made by Rahul Gandhi that emboldens this kind of action. And regardless of what action is taken by the state here, we are talking about the larger problem, and the larger problem is about this mindset of segregation. How can Indians have an outsider tag in any part of India? It is bizarre. Let's put that to Riju Datta. Ankit.
Absolutely. Pranesh, Riju Datta, like you said, is with us. Riju Datta, first of all, will you condemn this action? Because I didn't really see too much condemnation when Kunal Ghosh spoke. What is your assessment? Let's hear you.
Okay. First of all, yes, we condemn this unequivocally, because anybody, see, there are two different issues here. One issue is some boys have come from Bihar, obtained a fake domicile certificate and tried to give an exam. That is a criminal offense. If so, they should have been handed over to the local police. Whatever happened to these boys are absolutely wrong and absolutely criminal, because nobody has the right to take law in its own hands. If I find anybody coming from Bihar or any other state trying to take a fake domicile certificate, I will hand over them to the police. I will not try to moral police them or abuse them physically or verbally or whatsoever. So this cannot be encouraged. This should not happen. But the bottom line is, when BJP minister and people from Bihar are all up in arms, I just want to tell them one thing, and especially to Mr. Giriraj Singh, that why don't you have an atmosphere where the people of Bihar, the residents of Bihar, can get jobs? Why do they have to go to any other state, forget Bengal, any other state, and get a fake domicile certification to apply for jobs? Giriraj Singh has been a minister for years.
Right.
What has he done for Bihar? He's in the government, the central government, the union government. He's a union minister. What has he done there?
Right. Well, I mean, I accept your point, and I also accept your candor in condemning this incident that's taken place. But coming back also to a question that has been raised against your party, I mean, Bairagoto is a construct of Mamata Banerjee. Insider, outsider, mostly we see opposition politicians resorting to. I can go back to 2017 UP elections when Akhilesh Yadav used objectionable remarks against Amit Shah and Narendra Modi, Gujarat ke, compared them to animals. This is a construct that has come in from the opposition side, has it not?
I will tell you this very clearly. In Bengal, we consider all of them Bengalis and residents of Bengal who are here, who understand the ethos and culture of Bengal. We, in our Vidhan Sabha, in our legislative assembly also, there are people whose forefathers have come from Bihar and settled here. The mayor of Kolkata, Janab Firad Hakim, the mayor of Kolkata, his forefathers came from Gaya in Bihar and settled there, and now he's the mayor of Calcutta. We do not differentiate. The problem is why we call BJP and BJP's leaders Bohiragatos, who come only as migratory birds during political campaigns. So don't mix it with this. We call Amit Shah and Narendra Modi Bohiragato because they are only seen in Bengal during political campaigns. There's a huge flood in Bengal. 28 people have died. Lakhs of people have lost everything. Has Narendra Modi come to Bengal? He's in US. So when he comes here for political mileage, for political agenda, he will come again during 2020 Vidhan Sabha elections. Then we will call him an outsider. We will call him a Bohiragato. But these two are very different things.
Well, I thank you, Riju Datta, for sharing yourself and your party's view on this story and for condemning the incident that's taken place. I hope that there will be justice and fringe elements at least will not take impetus from what politicians say. We have Saket joining us. And Saket, you have been speaking to people in the Bihar administration, politicians from Bihar. What is the word in the political circles in the state of Bihar right now over this incident?
देखिए, इस मुद्दे पर अब राजनीति बिहार में चल रही है क्योंकि विपक्ष जो है वो निशाने पर है। यहाँ पर एनडीए नेताओं के तरफ से जो बयान आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि बंगाल में ये घटना घटी है और ऐसे में जो बीजेपी के नेता हो या जेडीयू के नेता हो वो ये कह रहे हैं।
Just hold on to that thought because we have Union Minister Shukanta Majumdar joining us on the phone line. Mr. Majumdar, you must have seen this video. Please give us your assessment of it. A lot of us cannot believe what we are seeing.
I condemn the incident because whether it is Bihari or maybe the people from other part, all these people are the citizen of our country. And this is the mindset of Trinamool Congress and Trinamool Congress backed. Some wrong elements are there in Bengal. They are doing this kind of incident. They are not assessing the exact condition because the number of people, those are Bengalis working in other states. If this kind of incident starts in the other state, that huge problem will be faced by the Bengali people. So that's why we should not, we should condemn this kind of incident, and we should actually the police should arrest these people, those goons who have did this kind of atrocities on those students.
Absolutely. I mean, they are arrested is what we are given to understand, Mr. Majumdar. I thank you for joining us and sharing your views and your unequivocal condemnation also of what has transpired. I also thank all our reporters, Tapas, Pratibha, Pranesh, Saket, and also Riju Datta of the TMC for joining us on this story. Viewers will be back with more news and updates, slipping into a short break for the moment.